Welcome to the Pariksha Academy. Today's topic is water conservation, rainwater harvesting and watershed management. Water conservation, rainwater harvesting and watershed management. Water conservation means the careful, efficient and sustainable use of available water resources so that present needs can be met without reducing water availability for the future. India receives a large share of its rainfall during a few monsoon months. Therefore, the challenge is not only the total availability of water, but also its uneven distribution across time and space. The basic objective of water conservation is to retain rainwater as close as possible to where it falls, control surface runoff, reduce unnecessary losses and restore local water sources. Water conservation requires both supply-side and demand-side management. Developing additional water sources must be combined with efficient use of existing water. Agriculture is the largest user of water in India, making improvement in irrigation efficiency one of the most important water conservation strategies. Drip irrigation supplies controlled quantities of water directly to the root zone, while sprinkler irrigation distributes water in a manner similar to rainfall. Under suitable conditions, both can save considerable water compared with conventional irrigation. Crop diversification, selection of crops according to local water availability, proper irrigation scheduling and land leveling can further reduce agricultural water demand. In urban areas, reducing leakage, water metering, reuse of treated wastewater and rainwater harvesting are important conservation measures. Treated domestic and industrial wastewater can be reused for gardening, industry, construction and other non-potable purposes, reducing pressure on freshwater resources. Traditional Indian water conservation systems evolved according to local climate and terrain. Johads, Tankas and Khadins of Rajasthan, Vaves of Gujarat, the Ahar Pine system of Bihar and tank irrigation systems of southern India are important examples. Restoration of traditional ponds, stepwells, lakes and other local water bodies is an important component of modern water conservation. Rainwater harvesting means collecting rainwater for immediate use, future storage or groundwater recharge. Its major advantage is that rainfall can be utilized close to the place where it falls, reducing dependence on distant water sources. In rooftop rainwater harvesting, water falling on roofs is conveyed through pipes to storage tanks or recharge structures. Stored rainwater can be used for various domestic and non-potable purposes after appropriate filtration and treatment. Where direct storage is unnecessary, rainwater can be directed underground through recharge wells, soak pits and recharge shafts. Surface runoff harvesting involves collecting rainwater in ponds, small reservoirs, farm ponds and other local storage structures. Successful rainwater harvesting depends not only on constructing structures, but also on regular maintenance, removal of silt, cleaning of filters and protection of the catchment area. Diverting the initial runoff from contaminated surfaces through a first flush arrangement helps maintain the quality of harvested water. A watershed is a geographical area from which all surface runoff drains towards a common river, stream, lake or other outlet. The boundary of a watershed is generally defined by surrounding highlands or drainage divides. Watershed management refers to the integrated and sustainable management of land, water and vegetation within a watershed. Its basic principle is to retain water in the upper catchment, slow down runoff, increase infiltration and reduce soil erosion. Contour bunding involves constructing embankments along lines of equal elevation, thereby slowing the movement of water down a slope. Terracing is particularly useful on hill slopes for reducing surface runoff and soil erosion. Check dams are small barriers constructed across streams to slow flowing water, temporarily retain it and improve local water availability. Gully plugs are constructed across small eroded drainage channels to control gully erosion and rapid runoff. Afforestation and grassland development reduce the direct impact of rainfall, stabilize soil and slow surface runoff. Farm ponds store excess rainfall during the wet season for later use in irrigation and other agricultural activities. Treatment of the upper catchment is particularly important because controlling erosion on upper slopes reduces both sediment movement and sudden runoff downstream. The ridge-to-valley approach begins conservation measures from the higher drainage divide and gradually proceeds towards the lower valley areas. Watershed management is not merely a water storage program. It integrates soil conservation, agricultural productivity, vegetation development, drought resilience and rural livelihoods. Community participation is essential because maintenance of local water structures, allocation of water and sustainable resource use directly involve local communities. Water budgeting estimates the amount of water available in an area and compares it with demand from different sectors, allowing water use to be planned according to actual availability. Under MGNREGA, work such as ponds, farm ponds, water conservation structures and watershed development can link water conservation with rural employment. The Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana gives importance to irrigation expansion, water use efficiency and water conservation measures. Its watershed development component is particularly relevant for conserving land and water resources and improving productivity in rain-fed and water-stressed regions. An effective water conservation strategy cannot depend on a single measure. Rainwater harvesting, restoration of local water bodies, efficient irrigation, wastewater reuse, soil conservation and watershed-based planning need to work together. The central principle of water conservation is simple: retain rainwater wherever possible, slow down runoff, use water efficiently, and manage land and water together by treating the entire watershed as a natural planning unit. Thank you very much for joining us. For more useful study material, please like and share this video, and subscribe to the Pariksha Academy channel.